Home ownership, access to home ownership has been a defining aspect of success and inequity in America. There's a family that's had an up-close view of how that has played out in Denver since the 1950s, and they shared their story, 7 decades worth, with our Byron Reed.
Part of what makes a house a home is the family living inside.
It was 6 kids, so Dad had to support us.
Shelley Hodge grew up with her family in Denver and started working for her parents when she was just 13 years old.
I was the little, go-to person and had to help out.
Her parents started Town and Country Realty in the early 1950s to support their kids. Hodge now runs the family business and says it's one of the oldest black-owned real estate brokerage firms in Colorado. She says her family battled racism when her father first started the company.
Police would come to our house to warn us that they wanted to bomb our house.
Denver was very prejudiced at that time.
Mary Johnson is Shelley's mother and says they started the business because it was hard for her husband to get a job.
Although he had the qualifications, they really weren't looking for a black person.
It's extremely important to stay in tune with what's going on.
Muriel Williams-Thompson.
I am also a broker for Town and Country Realty.
Is Shelley's daughter.
My mother is my boss.
And is the president of Denver's chapter of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, a black real estate group with the goal of equal housing for all. She says her grandparents' company and families of color also face the challenges of redlining.
And a bank actually literally took a red pen and drew a line around the areas where they would not service loans. Those areas here in Colorado and across the nation were the predominantly minority areas, were black and Latino.
They didn't really want you, going anywhere else, which at that time was fine with us because it was close to the airport and a lot of blacks worked there.
Hodge says she hopes to continue the family tradition.
Our goal is to get as many of people of color that we can into homes.
Of making the dream of home ownership a reality for all their customers.
It's my mom and dad's legend.
For Next,
it's a business that can never be sold.
I'm Byron Reed.